welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us today, long overdue. By the way, did you like my grand company salute there? And there's another one, is Pico Man. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Very, very well. Do you know what? I'm really excited about this episode for a number of reasons. Number one is that how long has it been since you and I featured in an episode all on our own? It's been a while, hasn't it?
I don't know the exact number of weeks, but I'm pretty sure you're about level 10.
Level 10, and now look at me, I'm a big level 3. Well, actually, right now I'm only level 7, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yes, that's the first reason, is that it's been way too long. But secondly, this is going to be an excellent episode because I've personally been looking forward to this for a long time, and it's something that we haven't done on the channel before. And you guys watching along from home, yes, are going to love this one because we all know you're one of our greatest crafters that we have here that we know in the game. To have you one-on-one to give us a little bit of tutelage about crafting and gathering, it's an opportunity that I don't want to miss. And honestly, you guys watching along from home, you don't want to miss this either. This is going to be a great reference episode for you, I think, because Pico Man, what have you got lined up for us today?
Well, I was thinking for most new players, the first thing they do is jump into combat and get stuck into guild leaves and things, but then eventually they might want to start thinking about taking part in the economy of the game.
Oh yes.
So that would include gathering and crafting and then putting things on the marketplace for sale.
Right, so we're talking about that whole sort of mysterious part of the game, if you like. And I know it was for me. I mean, look, we come here, we're at a camp now, and you can see over here, if I turn around, there we go, there's an aetheryte crystal. We're all familiar with this stuff. We know how to come to a crystal here, we know how to pick up a leave quest and to activate it. And by the way, there's Ul'dah over in the background. Oh, I love that city. So we all know how to do that, and we've seen it many times on this channel before and on this Let's Play series. Also, Pico, I mean, we've joined you and a bunch of folk from the Distant World Link show in the past for some crafting sessions, but you're absolutely right. What we've never done is demystify the whole process from woe to go. So if I get you right, what you're saying is you're going to show us how a newbie, for example, someone like me, I'm a botanist level 7, that's pretty new, how you would go out into the world and gather materials, how you would turn them into something useful, i.e. crafting, and then make some money off them by this weird system called the retainers. Are we going to cover all that off today?
Yep.
Alright, that is awesome. In fact, I think that deserves another cheer because, you know, folks, I'm going to learn as much as you are today, I bet you. I've done gathering in the past and I've done crafting. Do I really know what I'm doing? Nah, absolutely no clue. So I hope this episode helps you guys just as much as it helps me. So Pico, let's wind it right back. I mean, I've got some gear on at the moment. I've turned myself into a botanist, and if I go to my gear tab, that's because in my main hand I have a weathered hatchet, which is a botanist's primary tool. In my offhand I've got my secondary tool, which is a weathered scythe. So as long as people have got these botany tools, then they can actually do everything we're going to do, right? Like you don't necessarily have to have special clothes or anything else, as long as you've got the tool, right?
Yeah, not at this level. When you hit 50, you'd be looking for higher quality items, so you'd want to gear in that direction, but this is perfect for what we're going to be about to do.
Right, and it just so happens, I mean, I have got a couple of pieces of clothing here, which, by the way, don't look that flash. Never mind. But what they've got on them are stats like gathering +9, I've got output +1, craftsmanship +4, magic crafts, yeah, etc., etc. These are all sort of non-combat type stats. So Pico, even if somebody didn't know what was a crafting piece of gear compared to a combat piece of gear, the least they could do is look at the stats, I'd imagine, and if it doesn't say stuff like attack power and accuracy and things like that, they could kind of assume that it's going to be good for crafting. Yeah,
and if you go to your attributes, the main stats are listed there.
Here we go.
Sorry, not attributes, so gear. And then it will show you some numbers next to some...
Oh, I see. So we've got, yeah, up the top we've got strength, vitality, dexterity, etc., etc., etc. But down the bottom, look at that. Gathering, perception, attack power, defense, output, accuracy, and evasion. I'm guessing the majority of those ones down the bottom there are to do with our gathering type class or crafting, yeah?
Yep. So the ones you would expect to see on all characters would remain, but those 3 that you listed, they would change over to different stats if you, say, equip a crafting tool.
Oh, so so that's a great indicator there. So you actually know which pieces of gear you've got in your bags would be suitable for the role by looking at these stats that change down the bottom here. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now that is cool. I did not know that. Because, of course, in this game, you know what, sometimes the names of the stats, folks, aren't the same as they are in WoW or Rift or EverQuest, so it can be a little bit confusing. There you go, tip number 1 already. We're already on the up here. Thank you, Pico. That's something I didn't know. All right, so here we are. We're at a point now where I've got my gathering gear on. I've got some gathery, crafty-ish clothes on. We're at a camp. What next? Like, what's the first step in all of this? I mean, do I have to go buy stuff to make things, or do we go kill it or gather it ourselves? What's next?
Well, I think if you're starting from the beginning, you may as well, you're not going to have a lot of gills, so you don't want to invest in lots of materials, so you may as well go and get them yourself.
Well, yep, sounds good to me. All right, but I don't know, does that take ages?
No, it shouldn't take too long. You're going to gain EXP while you're doing it, so it's all good.
Oh, because actually, you can't probably see, but I'm very, very close to leveling to level 8 on my botanist. I'm level sort of 7.9%, if you like. So the actual act of gathering itself will give me XP for this particular job type, yeah?
Yep.
How do I know what to do? I mean, what are we going to be looking for today? We're gathering stuff. Have you got an idea of what it is that we're looking for? I mean, are we looking for mining? Are we looking for plants? Are we looking for animals?
Today we're looking for harvesting nodes, and they actually show up on your minimap as you come close to them. And I know the location of these ones, but you will see them out and about while you're fighting and stuff. So you do have to remember where they are.
Right, okay. I think I've seen that before, and that's a relatively new thing, isn't it, in Final Fantasy XIV, the indicator on the minimap. I mean, I know out in the world, like if I was to, run out here, for example, we would see things sparkling, and I know that they're gathering nodes, so we've seen that before. But that whole sort of, like, there's leaves or feathers or something like that appears on the minimap, is that what you're talking about?
That's right, yep.
Okay, that's definitely new, isn't it? Because that's very handy. Okay, so, hey, guess what? I was just about to say, are we about to run off somewhere? Because I'm all excited. I get to call a chocobo as well. And I think we're going to match Grand Company, but we're not going to match chocobos, because look how flashy I'm. Just going to stand beside you here, because your one is just so amazing. Look at the armor on yours compared to mine, and I think Mini Ninja was taking us through that last week. I can actually get all of that myself through Grand Company currency, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I can't wait, because mine looks a bit plain, but hey, at least I have one. I'm happy about that. Alright, so bet you've got your favourite gathering spots already lined up, right?
Yeah, we're going to visit 3 today, so...
3?
Just three harvesting nodes should get us the correct amount that we're going to need, and it's already showing up on our mini-map, if you can see it.
Oh yes, I can, right ahead of us. So that's the little feather there, and look at that, there's also a sparkle down there. So, alright, so you're definitely going to have to take us through this. What happens when somebody comes across a sparkle here?
Well, if you watch this, I'll harvest it, and then if you try to harvest it, you won't be able to do it because it'll actually move. So it's one node per person, so...
Okay, so actually that's a good point. So what's she doing? Like this Mikan Minusu, now she's not with us, but she was able to get a gather out of that as well, and she's not stealing?
No, she's not stealing, but the node does move around after every successful attempt, so if there's more than one person here, it can get a little bit annoying.
Oh, I see. Okay. And by the way, folks, look at that. We've got the bombard in the background there from last week. This is the Norsean version of it, I guess. All right, so she's run away now. So looks to me like she's also an experienced gatherer. I guess she seems to know where everything is. So what's happening? Has it all disappeared now?
No, it goes on forever. It's just the location that changes.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't run out, so to speak.
No.
Okay, alright, so if I want to actually gather, what do? I can see a sparkly up here. Do I click on it or something?
Yeah, just click on it.
Alright, we click twice on it. And then what do I do? Nothing. Oh, it all handles it for me?
Yep.
Well, there you go, folks. And you know what? I've seen that question come up a lot, Pico. Oh, and I got 114 XP. I'm nearly level 8. That's amazing. I can see what you mean about the annoying thing. I reckon... if we wait, do we just wait for it to move again, maybe? Oh, hang on.
Well, you only get a few attempts at this, so eventually that player will move on.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's good, isn't it, that the system does that automatically? Alright, so we're just selecting it, folks, and then clicking on it once again. So it's basically a double click. And yes, a lot of folk have asked, how do you initiate gathering? Because I think that we've had a lot of people come through who've tried gathering Pico, and they click on it, and then they stand there looking for a skill. And of course, there is no skill, is there? You just literally select it once, click on it again, and give it a second. And there we go. Oh, duty failed. Oh, that was that's the event, isn't it?
Basically, with the offhand tools, it's very simple. It's just touch it and you get it.
Yep, which is fantastic. Oh, and it says this vicinity will likely yield 4 more gathering attempts. Is that the cap that you were talking about, so that people don't camp here all day?
Yeah.
Okay, now by the way...
It forces you to move on.
Yeah, which is great. I also leveled to level 8, by the way. So
yeah,
I'm
very
happy about that. And I think that doesn't that mean I'm going to have a new skill, by the way, on my hotbar?
It looks like you've learned Arbor 2, which will help you locate trees that are grade 2.
Yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. Survey the landscape to locate grade 2 mature trees. In fact, if you want to, folks, don't forget you can go in here to your actions and traits, and there we go. Oh, hey, Pico, there's another one that's opened up. It's called Stealth, but it's not appearing on my hotbar. That's a disciple of the land skill, isn't it?
Yeah. What that does is it protects you from should be level 1 to 10. It protects you from aggro mobs.
Oh, okay. All right. So can I equip that one, or is that a bad idea? I mean, surely I want that on my hotbar.
You can give it a try.
All right. So let's select our empty slot here. Select Stealth. And it doesn't want to seem to go on for some reason. Is that because I can only have a maximum of 4 on my hotbar, maybe, or something? I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah, it doesn't want to go on my hotbar. Oh well, never mind.
Maybe you need to be level 10 or something.
Yeah, possibly. Alright, that's okay. Okay, so let's have a bit more of a go now. I'm going to do another gather here. And again, folks, we're looking at the feather on our mini-map and the sparklies here, and we just click and click. Now, how do I know what's happening? How do I know if I've actually gathered anything?
It should appear in your chat log, and the item we're looking for today is Moco grass.
Okay, so, alright, Moco grass, I see. You harvest the lush vegetation, you harvest 4 sprigs of highland parsley, and you obtain 4 sprigs of highland parsley. So that's not what we're after, Moco grass. Is it random as to what it actually yields?
Yeah, but each area has its own items, unique items.
Okay, alright. Now we've got... Shall I keep going until I can go no further?
Yep.
So we're trying to find Moco grass. Now, of course, that's great that the chat log shows that, but where is it actually going to show up on my character?
It'll just go straight into your inventory.
Okay, so we'll have a look at that in a second. You are unable to obtain anything, and it says, this vicinity will likely yield 1 more gathering attempt. Okay, so this is going to be my last one, I'd imagine. Here we go. Great animations, aren't they? Just awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, I got sunset wheat. Oh well, never mind. We've still got another couple to go, but before we run off, if I look in my inventory, so I'm opening my main menu, inventory, here we go. And let's see if I scroll all the way down, because I've got it sorted by gear, of course. Let's go. Here we go. Past the gear. Gosh, I've got so much rubbish. Seriously. I think we're going to have to get you to help me with that one day. That's the other thing about being a new Final Fantasy XIV player. If they're anything like me, it's like, how do you know which things you need to keep and which things to throw away, basically? And that's something else.
Yeah, the game doesn't tell you what's worth keeping, and what's trash.
Okay, I can see the Highland parsley in my bag, so I'm guessing we definitely collected it. Alright, time to mount up. So this is why you've decided that we have 3 gathering points to go to today, because they actually run out, right?
Yep.
Now, I'm just going to open up the map, folks, so we can have a look and see where we are. There we go. We're just south of Camp Beard and Rock, by the way. And where did he go? There he is. Don't we love the music? The music, the Chocobo music, it's such a great touch that it goes loud when you run. and it backs off when you're like standing still. It's just one of those quirky and amazing little Final Fantasy XIV things. Look at these cute little lost lambs. Oh man. Alright, so why are we going to our next destination? Obviously, oh, is this it right here?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so you are obviously a very high level crafter, like we know this, and I presume that your gathering is the same. Would there ever be any cause for you to be coming right here, which is presumably low level stuff, to be gathering? Like, you know, do you outgrow this stuff, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
In terms of EXP, definitely, but there is actually an achievement in the game where it's quite a large achievement, where if you do 21,000 chops at a tree, you get a special item, and that item is on my back just now.
Oh my lord, okay, hang on, I'm midway through gathering. We need to see this. 21,000 chops on a tree, not the same tree in exactly the same spot.
No, so there's many locations, and each has like a quota, and it adds up to about 21,000.
Whoa, hang on, is it this white and gold axe that you've got on your back?
Yeah, so if you see someone with a golden gathering tool or crafting tool, then you know they've worked for that.
Wow, that is amazing. You know what, you are full of surprises. I didn't know that anything like that exists. That is incredible. The amount of time you must have invested into this game is stunning, seriously. It's a beautiful weapon though. Oh, well, it's not a weapon, beautiful tool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a nice design to it compared to the other crafted tools.
Yep, in fact, stay right there because we're getting a nice good look at it right in front of our camera right there. That is incredible. And again, folks, just a testament to how amazing the modelling is in this game. Alright, so you know what? I've been gathering and I've been so transfixed by your amazing gathering tool there that I haven't seen what I've been gathering. So I'm not sure what I got.
I can see it in, see it in my chat log. You got 3 clumps of Moco grass and then 1 clump, so...
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, that's good news. Oh, and it started to rain. Now, do you want me to clean up this area?
Yeah, I think this could be the last area we need to go to.
Okay,
we look like we've got enough.
Alright, sounds good. So, there we go, folks. Just to recap, gathering is nothing you need to be scared about. It is so ridiculously easy. You look for the feather on the map when you're out running around, and obviously if you're like Pico, you're going to get to remember the locations. You find it, you find the sparkle on the ground, you select it, and then you click on it, and that is it. As long as you've got your primary and secondary botany tools equipped, that is all you need. And again, like Pico said, at these low levels, it really doesn't matter what you're wearing. It's not really going to make much of a difference at this point. Alright, so I'm still going. Do you want me to clean up around here? Clean up all the sparklies?
Yep, how many attempts do you have remaining?
I think... Oh, nothing. There we go. You sense nothing of interest. Okay, so that's all done.
That's us done then.
Alright, so let me see now. Let's recap. We have got our gear on, we've got the right tools, we've gone out into the world and gathered raw ingredients, and in this case, some Moco grass, which is what you've asked for. What next? How do I turn this into something usable?
Well, the grass can go into thread, and then the thread can be used to make gloves.
Oh, hang on. So you have to make thread first and then gloves?
Yeah, I'm not sure Moco grass gloves would be very good.
Yes.
So you make them into yarn.
Wow. Okay. You know, even I didn't know that. I mean, again, with all other sort of more simplistic crafting systems in other games, you generally find something, you click on it, and then magically, bang, it's turned into a vehicle, or you know, something extremely complex. So it's good to see, by the way, and that's what we love about Final Fantasy XIV, is the fact that it's just a little bit more complicated, and therefore a little bit more interesting, and therefore also something that's going to be a little more engaging, I'd imagine. Okay, so Pico, we've got our stuff, we've got our materials. Where do we have to go anywhere special to make this thread? Do we have to learn anything to be able to make this thread? Do I have to re-equip stuff? How do we go from gathering Moco grass to being able to sit down and make some thread?
All we need to do is change your main hand.
Oh, okay.
And in this case, it'll be Weaver.
Okay, so
it'll be a needle.
So go to gear. Here we go. I'm going to go to my main hand. And yeah, needle you say. Rightio, let's have a look. Rusty needle, will that do?
Yep.
Alright, we're going to switch to that. There we go. Okay, so that was incredibly difficult. Not. I think there's this real, sense of, well, it's Final Fantasy, it must be extremely complicated. So far, Pico, to be honest, even I've been able to keep up with this and follow along. It's not been difficult so far, has it?
No, it's pretty simple, this start part.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so to recap, we now want to make some thread out of the Moco grass. I have changed to a rusty needle. If I close up all these menus and pan around, you should see it on me somewhere. I think, it's under my hand maybe. Oh, never mind. Anyway, you normally can see it. I think it's like looks like a little crochet set, doesn't it? In fact, I think you've got it on there. Yeah, there it is under your... why isn't it showing on my character, by the way?
I think you have main hand hidden, maybe?
Oh, you could be right. Okay, so hang on. Let me see.
Should be /display space MH space on.
You know what? I forgot the display part. Oh, there we go.
Oops.
There it is. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can see my little crochet set. Okay, so now we're standing here. We definitely have ingredients. We've got the gear we need. Do we have to go somewhere special to be able to craft? I mean, a lot of games make you stand near a, like a crafting station. So maybe a forge or a loom or something like that. Is Final Fantasy the same?
No, you can get down and craft straight away if you really wanted to.
What? So we don't have to go anywhere in particular. So we can go straight from gathering Moco grass to crafting right now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, can we test that theory, or are we going to go somewhere to craft?
We can actually do it right now if you want.
Okay. Now.
Although it is night time.
Yeah. It's a bit scary. Is there any, actually, apart from being scared at night and being out in the open, is there any benefit to crafting, say, in the camp behind us that we can see off in the distance there, or does it really make no difference?
There is an NPC that will give you a buff, but we don't really need it.
Okay, alright. So let's remind ourselves how we do this then. From memory, I think we open our main menu, we've got interaction, and crafting in this game is called Synthesize. Is that the one we want?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to click on that. And from memory, I'll bend down. There we go. Alright, now it's been a while since I've done this, I must admit, Pico, so you're going to have to walk us through this because I can see I've got a requested items, recipes, materials window and a tooltip window. Where do we start?
We would want to fill our boxes there with Moco grass, so we're going to choose six of the grass.
Okay, so how do we do that? Do we just click in an empty box?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, so that automatically brings up our inventory. So can I sort materials first? I can. Okay, so I can see I've got 25 Moco grass there, and I've got a bunch of... I've also got some Moco grass +1. But if I look at the normal Moco grass, do I just click on it? Like, that'll put it in the box? I guess so.
Yeah, you have to do that 6 times, yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, how do you know to do it 6 times, and why are we doing it 6 times? Why can't I just fill this box up, or why can't I put just 1 in there?
You can... Well, I researched the recipe beforehand, so I know that if you put 2 in, you get 1 of the item we need, and if you put 6 in, you get 3.
Okay, alright, so is that sort of information stored outside of the game, is it? Is there nowhere that I can look in-game to see that information?
The way they have it set up since launch is that you get awarded recipes at the end of local leaves, but
right.
That required you having a pen and paper and writing them down, so okay. There's a lot of websites that sprung up that stored all that information.
Great, so they literally contain lists of recipes and ingredients.
Yep.
Alright, that's good to know. Okay, so let's see, I've got this open, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to hit return, and then I've got options, I've got clear, main hand, or cancel, or recipes. What do we do next?
Yep, go for your main hand.
Main hand, here we go, clicking on that. Alright, so it's brought up a thing here, finished product, hempen yarn ×3, so you are right, not that we ever doubted you. And it's saying that it requires, oh, there we go, coarse yarn spun from Moco grass fibre. Okay, why am I looking at something that says lightning shard ×3 down the bottom?
Every synthesis requires either shards, crystals, or clusters.
Okay, now it says, now I don't remember buying any, but it says I've got 124 of them in my bag. Where on earth did they come from?
They come from all sorts of places, like especially from killing mobs.
Oh, so, alright, so I don't really have to worry about that because I've likely got them anyway. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Right, cool. Brilliant, we love the way everything works in sort of sync in this game. You know, the combat there obviously collects these shards. Now I'm going to use them in crafting. That is awesome. Okay, so I've now got a select button. We're going to click that, presumably. And what's it doing? It's saying, here we go, you use them all up. You use the clumps of Moco grass. Oh, and I've now got the good old synthesis window. And I'm steering it standard, rapid, careful, and wait. And again, Pico, I've been dying to ask you this one. Me, like I'm sure many of our viewers right now, are still probably clueless about what these three options are for. Will you please take us through them? What is standard? What is rapid? What is careful?
Standard is your best chance of getting some nice progress. So if you're having trouble completing the synth, you really want to be sticking to standard.
Right,
Rapid, well, it's kind of a last resort in many cases because it's got a high chance of failing, which will sap away your durability, but if it succeeds, it uses no durability and gives you a big bunch of progress.
Oh, so that's a real risky one to take then.
Yep.
Okay, well what about careful then?
And careful is used to add quality to an item and will eat up some durability, but will also yield pretty small progress.
Okay, so you've been talking about these weird sounding things called progress, durability, and quality. In fact, I can see over on the right hand side of the window here, I've got progress, looks like a bar to me, says 0%. I've got durability 100, quality 0. So all of these things are going to affect those stats. I'm guessing when you say that you take a knock to your durability, what happens if your durability gets to 0?
It'll blow up.
Oh, so you actually
It'll
fail.
smash. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's not what we want. Okay, fine. Quality, what difference do I care about whether it's got a quality of 0 or a quality of whatever, 10, 100?
The higher the quality, the more EXP bonus you actually get as well, and you have a chance of making a high quality finished product. But we can do that on the next synth. So for this one, if you just choose standard,
okay, we go.
and get to the end of this one.
Alright, so the progress bar's gone along, quality's gone up, and durability's gone down. I'm just going to keep using standard.
Yep.
Okay. Durability's down to 78. Now, why are you making all sorts of pretty white fireworks and mine went and went red? What's going on there?
I think this craft is perfect for you in terms of EXP, but for me, I'm level 23 Weaver, so it's going pretty smoothly for me, but it'll be pretty rough for you.
Right, so so the red means I've failed, basically, right? Failed that step.
No, it's just a probability thing. It may be a failed action, but just like what you did there, that was a successful action.
Yes, it was. And I just got, whoa, I just got 389 XP. That is amazing. In fact, by the way, I'm Weaver level 5. So, okay, so does that mean I actually made some, oh, you create and obtain 3 spindles of hempen yarn. So I've already got them.
Yep, so if you want to repeat that, but this time use the +1 Moco grass that you have there.
Okay, so hang on, I'm going to click on my blank square. Thanks to you being such a good teacher. Okay, so I've got 12 of these. So, for a start, what's the difference between Moco grass and Moco grass +1? Like, do I get them in different areas? Did I have to buy them? Are they just gathered, or like, how do I get a +1, and why do I care?
It's one of those probability things again. So you have a chance of getting a +1 every time you successfully gather.
Okay, all right. And how does a what is the literal difference between Moco grass and +1? Like, why am I putting, and I'm doing it right now, why am I putting 6 of these in here rather than 6 normal grass?
Well, when you get to your crafting minigame, you should see a few differences there.
Okay, all right, hang on.
In the numbers.
Really? All right, so let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use my main hand. And here we go. Hempen yarn times 3. Coarse yarn spun from Moco grass fiber. We know that. It requires 3 lightning shards, so that's cool. We've got those. I'm going to click select. And out comes my gear. And here we are. Okay, so I've got standard, rapid, and careful still. So that seems the same to me.
Yeah, look on the right side and you should see a difference in the numbers.
Oh my lord. Quality 500 and chance of HQ 7%. Okay, what is HQ for a start?
See how I just raised my arm up like that? That was a successful attempt at making a HQ finished product.
Whoa, okay.
So right now you have a 7% chance.
Oh, okay. Or I understand. So I've increased my chances of making that high quality product. That's what you're saying.
Yep. So if you do standard to about 60 or 70% to start with.
Like, gee, you know what? This has always been a mystery to me. Now it's making sense, and that's what the +1 is all about. Okay, so we're up to 34% progress. I've got 79% durability, and my quality is 517. I'm 45%. Shall I do another standard?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Gosh, it's an interesting mini game, isn't it? No wonder lots of people do this. It's actually heaps of fun, and there's lots to it. Didn't realise. Okay, so now I'm at 56%. Shall I do one more?
One more, yeah.
Alright, standard synthesis. Here we go. And look at that. It's that gatherer again. Hello. Okay, so I am at 77%. I'm at 47% durability, and my quality is at 535, and a chance of HQ is now up to 9%. So
okay, let's do a careful this time.
Okay, careful. So why am I doing a careful and not a rapid? What am I afraid of? What could go badly if I did a rapid at this point?
You could have a big hit in your durability, which may stop you from getting to the end of the synth. But careful is an attempt at pumping in extra quality.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Here we go. Here's a careful.
Okay, that was a fail. So try again.
Okay, and same again. Careful. And it went to, by the way, my durability before I do the next one is 38 now, and my progress is 82. So here we go with another careful synth. Let's see what happens. Wish us luck, folks. 87% progress, durability 30%. Do I still want to do some more careful?
What's your chance of HQ?
Oh my lord, it's gone up. It's 13%.
And what's your durability?
It is 30.
Let's go for one more careful.
Well, so this is like it's like a game of poker, chance, risk, isn't it? It's like risk versus reward.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, I think I'm going to be addicted to this. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Careful synth. Fingers and toes crossed. Come on, Seraphis, you can do it. Durability is 21, and my progress is 92%. But my chance of HQ has gone up to 22%. And get this, my quality is 621. This is awesome. Surely I can do another careful.
Yep, you can.
Oh man, okay, this is more exciting than it probably should be. But anyway, here we go. Careful synth. Come on, drum roll for you, Sarah. Oh, what? No. Okay, now this is real edge of your seat stuff. Its durability is 12, and the chance of HQ is exactly a quarter, and my progress is 96%. Advice, please.
Oh, this is going to be close. I would say do another careful.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Wish us luck, folks. And of course, we're at the mercy of the random number gods, I'd imagine. Here we go. Oh my lord, that was so close. Woo!
+1.
Yep, the durability went to 4. Whoa! Okay, I need to have a break, I think. That was amazing. That was so much fun. Oh my god. Okay, so I created 3 spindles of hempen yarn +1, and I actually leveled up, which is awesome because I got heaps of XP. But so what's the difference between a spindle of hempen yarn and a spindle of hempen yarn +1? Is it the same deal but at the next level up? So when I go to create, some gloves or clothes, if I use the +1, I've got a higher chance of getting an HQ item again. Is it basically the same thing?
Yeah, that's right. So while you were doing that, I've made some. So I'll trade you some hempen cloth +1, and combined with your hempen yarn +1, you can have a go at making some gloves, high quality gloves.
Hang on, so we'll cancel that. So so I need cloth and I need yarn. I can't just have cloth or just yarn.
Yeah, there's a few steps to this one. Sometimes you can go straight to the item, say if it's a simple thing like a rope belt or something. But this is a pair of gloves and requires a piece of cloth and a piece of yarn.
Okay, alright. Well, thank you very much. And there we go, there's the trade. And what do we got there? I love all the descriptions on the goods. Several yarns of undyed hempen cloth wrapped around a short wooden distaff. The detail is bonkers, isn't it? Okay, let's accept that. And there we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Alright, so now that we've crafted ourselves some thread, and yes, we've cheated and we've got some of the cloth, do we go back to synthesizing? I guess so. Yep, here we go.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, so this time we're going to be making not a material but an actual product. So does it differ in any way, or is it just a matter of putting the required ingredients on the table, if you like?
Yeah, just stick in a cloth +1 and a yarn +1, and it should give you a window confirming the item you want to make.
Alright, there's an undyed hempen cloth +1 and a yarn +1. Return. And what's it saying? Do I just click on? Do I then click on main hand?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Oh, a whole bunch of recipes have come up. There's tons of them.
So go ahead and choose hempen half glove spinning.
Okay, yes, hempen half gloves. Oh, and it's got it looks like it's got a Moco slot there as well. So hang on. So these recipes, is this what you were talking about earlier? These were probably rewards from leave quests, like actual crafting leave quests that I've done in the past?
The craft and leave quests will show up in a different pane, which is actually above the option for inputting items. But this one will show you everything that those two items together will make.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like... so there is sort of a library in the game of sorts, but you have to know what to put on the table first.
Yep.
It's a bit wrong way round if you ask me, but still, that's okay. Alright, so hempen half gloves. I'm going to click on those, and look at that. It's brought up a window here showing us the finished product, and that is craftsmanship +1 and control +2. Oh, you know what? I could actually do with those. And lightning shard ×1 and wind shard ×1. Okay, it requires a crafting class. Right, cool, okay, here we go. Clicking on select. Oh, hang on, I've got to get myself ready because this is kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, so I've got a chance of HQ of 7%. Quality is 500. I'm going to start off with, don't tell me. I'm going to start off with standard synthesis, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Now, I'm going to just keep reading out my durability, and I'm going to keep going standard. So that's down to 92. 80 durability, 35% progress. Let's see. 60%. Whoa, that was a big leap. 60% progress and 71 durability. Now, I'm thinking, is this the sort of time where I can start pushing it a little bit, or do I still want to play it safe?
Yeah, you want to start pushing it now.
So I'm thinking a careful.
Yep.
To get the quality up. And by the way, the quality is 536. The chance of HQ is 9. Let's do a careful right now. Oh, and durability went down to 62%. The chance of a high quality went up to 15. My progress went to 65. I'm going to do it again. Another careful. Progress is 69. Durability is 54. Chance of HQ is 20. I'm going to do another careful. Do you feel like you've been teaching well? Have I learned?
Yeah, you're doing well.
Alright. 75% basically progress, 46 durability, and literally a quarter chance of HQ. Let's do another careful again. Quality is at 641 at the moment. And there we go, 80% now. Durability 38. Going to do another one. Durability is 30, progress is 84, chance of HQ is 37%, quality is 690. I'm going to do another one. I think we've got plenty to play with here. Oh, okay. Now it starts getting hairy. 22 durability, 88% progress. What do you reckon, Pico?
Well, you're not going to get to the end of the synth on 2 carefuls. That's about the much durability you've got. So you can maybe put in 1 more careful, but the next one might have to be standard.
Okay, alright, let's try it. Here we go. 1 more careful. In it goes. 93% and 13 durability. I don't want to risk it anymore, but the chance of HQ, Pico, has gone all the way up to 51%. That's amazing. That I wouldn't have even known that. I would have been happy with it on 7. So I'm going to do a standard, standard now, not rapid.
Publish your progress.
93%.
Yeah, you need to do a standard.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh, fingers crossed. And we did it with 3 durability to spare.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well, Thank you. You're the one that's helping us out here. But that is awesome. I've actually made myself a pair of hempen half gloves. That is incredible, because that's actually, for me anyway, in my mind, a half decent craft, if you ask me.
Yeah, +1s are highly sought after.
That is amazing. Okay, so hang on. Can I wear these right now? Or do I want to
You can,
just...
yeah.
Yeah? Okay, hang on. Let's go to my inventory. Here we go.
And if you damage them, you can also repair them.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm very, very excited and happy about this. Let's see, gear, there we go, and, oh, actually I don't want to go there. What I want to do is go to my gear screen, not my inventory screen, and we want to open up the hands here, and let's see, weathered hempen half gloves +1, that's what I want, right? There they go. Click on them. Let's have a look. There we are. I think that is me actually wearing my very first own crafted pieces of gear. So I'm super ecstatic about that. That is awesome. Woo! Yeah, they're definitely worth fireworks. And of course, for poor old Pico, it must be so boring for you because you're so far ahead of all this. But thank you so much. See, at the end of the day, I mean, it's actually quite simple. Let's have a quick recap as to where we are right now. We've gone out and we've gathered. Well, firstly, we've put on our gathering tool. Then we went out to the nodes and we gathered, and we just looked for feathers on the map and sparkles on the ground. We just clicked twice on them, we've got our gear. We then changed over to a weaver, and that was just one button click. We then knelt down and started making the materials we needed, i.e. the thread. Once we'd done that, we then put them together with cloth, and we've made ourselves an actual wearable item. Did I miss anything out?
Nope, that's everything.
That is awesome. So all in all, folks, you can see it's actually harder to explain than it is to actually do. To me, Pico, it seems like there's a number of different steps there, and you know, you can mix it up with your leave questing, with your combat. I mean, presumably there's nothing to stop you while you're out in the world. If you stumble across, you know, there we go, there's a gathering node. If you see one when you're riding along on your chocobo, what's to stop you just grabbing it? There's nothing, is there?
Yeah, you're just running by potential gil and EXP.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so here we go. That's it. Nice and simple. Certainly hope you guys benefited from that, and now you've got a step-by-step guide of how to gather your materials, how to make them into something, and you know what, I think the next step is how we use them. Now, I'm proudly wearing my gloves today, and boy oh boy, I don't think they're ever going to come off my hands, I'll tell you that, because I'm super proud of them. But you know what, Pico, you mentioned it earlier, there's an economy in this game, and it's a very healthy economy and a very well designed one. There's a whole other side to crafting, isn't there? I mean, we're talking about making items, but what about making money from items, and what about giving it to other folk that need it? Like this economy you speak of, I don't remember seeing an auction house.
Our version of the auction house is called the Market Wards, and now that it has a search feature, and it's had it for a while now, it behaves quite like an auction house, but it is hidden away.
Okay, so I mean, because I can think, you know, if I start making heaps and heaps of these hempen gloves +1, I'm going to want to sell them, right? Because I'm sure other people would want to buy them. So what's the next step? We've done our gathering, we've done our crafting. Where would we have to go if we wanted to start selling stuff? We should
travel back to the city and visit the Market Wards.
Okay, alright, well, I think what we might do then to save some time, you guys know how it works, we just simply go to teleport here and we'll go back to a city. Does any city, doesn't matter which one, by the way, Pico?
We should head to Ul'dah, that's the most vibrant economy.
Ul'dah, okay, so that is in Thanalan. Let's choose that and go to Ul'dah. I'm going to set that up, and of course that's going to teleport you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it will.
Okay, there we go. Alright folks, what we might do is we'll head there and then we'll come right back once we're at our destination. And here we are, we made it to Ul'dah and we're outside the Market Wards, which is of course where Pico said we needed to go. But before we go any further, Pico, you know what, we've seen many of your amazing outfits, but we've not seen this one. You have to explain to us what on earth is that, because that's most certainly not a black mage outfit if you ask me. I haven't seen that ever before in my entire life. What is this?
Well, I think the developers were thinking the new jobs were getting all the limelight, so they introduced some class specific gear, and this is the Thaumaturge robe.
Oh, I see. Okay, now what level do you have to be to get that?
This is a 50, I think, 49.
That is, in fact, you know what, I'm just going to zoom right in, folks, so we can have a good old look at that. Let's highlight Pico there. That is incredible. Seriously, the attention to detail in this game is just bonkers. It is absolutely mad. Congratulations, that looks fantastic. Alright, so here we are. We're outside the ward. Now, remind us too, a lot of people get confused by this. How do we actually enter?
Basically, we're going to go up to an invisible wall and we'll see a menu.
Okay, alright, let's run. Oh, you're right, I've just automatically stopped. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is also very confusing. Market wards, mercantile houses, halls of flames, merchants wards. Where are we going?
Well, starting from the bottom there, that merchant's ward is only you can see that just now because you must have a quest activated somehow.
Oh, okay.
But the top one we're going to go for, and that's the market wards, and then we'll choose battlecraft row.
Okay, here we go. Market wards. And oh, I see. Yeah, battlecraft rows. There's a whole bunch of them. Are these basically all different instances of the areas where the retainers are?
Yep.
Okay, alright, so battlecraft is where we're going. Here we go, clicking on that, and that's it. Will it automatically take us in there?
Yeah, and it kind of randomly sticks you in that instance, so we'll be separated for a while.
Oh, okay, alright, no problem.
And obviously with the graphics engine we have just now, only 40 characters can be displayed, so these retainers kind of crazily load in and out as you move.
Oh, yes.
But if you head north, like far north.
Yep, far north, here we go. Yeah, it's all empty.
And then stop just before the last stalls end, if you can see them on your left and right.
Okay, here we go, just before the last stall, so all the way. Hang on, and they're all coming in now. Okay, so there's 2 stalls at the very end, at the top north of the area. Is that where I need to be?
Yep, and on the west side, that's where I'm standing.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Yes, you've zoned in now. Okay. All right. So, okay. Firstly, before we go any further, remind us again. What are all these people behind us? Why are there so many people standing around here? Are these people who are? Oh, hang on. Pico storage. All right. Hang on. There's so much going on here, and it's no wonder that people get confused. There's someone with your name on it behind a stall, and we'll definitely get to that in a second. But who are all these players behind us, and why are they just standing there?
Every player gets to have 2 retainers, and when a retainer is in this ward, when you search for an item, all items that retainer is selling will show up in the search results.
Okay, so hang on. Are you saying that these people behind us aren't actually people? They're the retainers of players?
Yeah, like the zombie people.
Yeah, it's a bit freaky. That's a bit creepy. So basically, they're the auction house. So once we've done the search and find it, it will be on a particular retainer which is belonging to a player who has put their goods on their retainer and stuck the retainer in this area for people to come and browse the goods. Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and you can either buy from search or you can actually visit the retainer itself.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Show us that quickly. How would we visit a retainer? Do we just like click on it or something?
Yeah.
There we go. Clicking on this person here. Oh, okay, and it just literally brings up a window of the goods that they've got with the prices that they have. Okay, alright, that's cool. But how come, Pico, I'm super confused, how come there's a stall here and, oh, now they're not there. There was someone there with your name on it. Was that your retainer?
That was my retainer. I was saving you the spot in the stall, so if you stand next to me and go to your interactions, you should see a new menu called stall or stand.
Oh, stand, I do. Oh, wow, okay, so I click on that.
Yep.
Lease stand number 6 in the battlecraft row for 500 gil. Yes, let's say yes. Select a retainer to operate your stand. Oh, this is very easy, isn't it? Oh, and oh, look at that. There they are.
I can see it as well.
Okay, so hang on. There's our retainer we made a few episodes ago. That's good old Seraphis. But hang on a minute. Why would I want a stand? Oh, actually, I can answer that question myself. It's because it makes it literally stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can actually change the appearance of it. So if you go into that menu again, it will say change appearance and you have a bunch of options.
Alright, let's have a look in here. Stand. Oh, change your stand's appearance? This is awesome. So this is just to make sure that people actually see your goods above the riffraff in the middle, I suppose. Is that right?
I think that was the original idea, yeah.
Wow, okay, here we go. Select a stand type. Okay. Herbs and... Oh, hang on. What am I going to put up on my stand? Because presumably we're going to show how we put our goods up for sale. Wait a minute. Am I going to have to put my hemp gloves, my new gloves that I've made? Don't tell me we're going to put them up.
I think you need to choose the armor and weapons option, because that's what you're going to be selling.
No, but I want my gloves. Oh, okay, all right. Just for you guys.
The economy needs your gloves.
Oh, okay. Arms and armor. Here we go. Let's see what difference it makes. Oh, look at that all zoning in. That is amazing. Wow, and this is my very own stand. Okay, change your stand's appearance and select a color for your stand's roof, okay? Oh, purple, easy, purple for me. There we go. And look at that, it is definitely purple up above us. That is awesome. Okay, I love this already. Okay, I guess I can quit that now.
Yeah, you can quit that now.
So how do I put things up for auction or for sale?
So you want to select your retainer and that will get the menu to pop up.
Here we go, retainer. Clicking on her. Okay, so the options I've got are exchange items, view and manage bazaar contents, adjust bazaar modeling settings, whatever that is, and finish managing my retainer. Which one do we want?
So that modeling option is actually your retainer can equip the item that you give it.
Oh, so literally modeling it.
You can actually play dress up, yeah.
Oh my lord. Okay, so many options that I had no idea about. Alright, that's very cool. How do I put something up for sale?
Well, I've just realised you're wearing your gloves, so you need to unequip those first before you can do that.
No, I don't want to. No.
I think you have to.
Oh, these are my gloves! Ah, man, you're such a hard taskmaster. Far out. Oh, have we got a cry? Can we have a cry emote? There, look what you've gone and done, Pico. You've gone and make her cry. He's laughing at us. Of course, we're only kidding, folks. Okay, let's go into our gear. Here we go. And now, remind us too, if we want to simply unequip something and leave it blank, we click on it once and then what do we do?
Select the same item, yeah.
Okay, select the same item. There it is. And alright. Okay, they're unequipped. I hope you're happy. Now, let's see, we get rid of those. I'm going to suggest that I go and talk to Seraphis again.
Yep.
And, okay, alright, I have no idea what to do now. Exchange items or view and manage bazaar contents.
Well, we need to pass along the item to the retainer, so let's exchange.
Okay, so we'll do that first. Here we go. Alright, now I'm sorting gear first, and I am looking for some hempen gloves. Let's see. Where's my gloves? Come here, gloves. I must say, Pico, if there's one thing that I could think of that needs improving, it's being able to find stuff. There is that. I love this game, but it's.
I think the plan is we're actually going to get 25 slot bags in 2.0.
Oh, yeah, actual bags. Good.
Yep.
That's actually better if you ask me. Okay, here we go. Hempen half gloves +1. Is that the ones?
I think so, yep.
Yep, here we go. Let's click on them once, and that should send them over to the retainer. I'm pretty sure it did that. Okay, I've done that. So can I close this window now?
You should be able to go back one step or view contents in Bazaar.
Oh, view and manage Bazaar contents. Okay,
yeah, that one.
Alright, so I've got a window pop up. It's got 3 tabs: items, crystals, and bazaar. And in my bazaar is some tin ore, by the way. I have no idea what that's about. But anyway, where do we go from here?
So in your items, you should see your gloves somewhere.
Sort. I'm just going to resort these. Gear first. There we go. Oh, there they are, right at the top. Okay, I can see my hempen half gloves. Yep.
Click on those.
Click on them once. Oh, okay. View materia, discard, toggle, sell item, or seek item. Okay, you've got to explain those last two. What is sell versus seek?
You could actually request your retainer to seek that item, but the only problem is you have to have that item in order to seek it, so it's a bit of a weird system.
Oh, yeah, why would you want it? Well, I guess you might want more, but yeah, that is a bit weird. Still, at least it's there. So, sell item, I guess that's what we're up to now. Is that what we want to do?
Yep.
Alright, clicking on sell. I can't believe you're making me sell my gloves. Cool. Okay, so here we go. Sell item, hempen half gloves +1. It says 0, so I'm just going to go 1. Surcharge 5%. Why does that say 0? Is it because they're so cheap?
You need to choose your own price because it's a player-driven market, so you get to choose the price of that item you're going to sell. And it's a +1, so it's worth a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's see, can I type numbers in there? Oh, I see. Look, that's another question I've got for you. How do I know what this is worth? Because we're talking about the Final Fantasy XIV economy and market sector, I guess. How do I know what people are willing to pay for hempen half gloves? I have no clue.
In the market boards, you can run to either end and it will trigger one of those crazy invisible menus, and from there you can search items, and from there you can see transaction history.
Oh, Okay, so if you do want to get a bit of a finger pulse on the market value of a goods, run to either end, call it up, search for it, and look at the transaction history. That's good. At least it's there. In the meantime, we've got our own transaction history by the way of Pico Man. Surely with your experience, you should know what I should be putting these up for. What do you reckon?
I think you can get about 2,000 gil for those.
Whoa, okay, I like that. There we go. 1, 2, and the surcharge automatically calculates obviously at $100. So that's it. So to recap, all we need to do is we need to make sure we give our retainer the items that we actually want to sell. Second step is we go into her menu where we manage the bazaar items. We then open that up and say, hey, have a look at our inventory. Here it is. We click on it and we choose sell or seek. Once I choose sell, I get this window, I set a price, and here we go. Clicking on accept. See what happens, and it's disappeared out of my items. Now where can I go to check if it's for sale or not? Oh, the bazaar tab?
The bazaar tab, yep. And I was looking at your retainer and it just popped up there as well.
Oh,
Hemping
okay.
gloves for 2,000 gil.
Alright, so now, is that it? So basically I now
That's
have
it.
those gloves up for sale on, in fact I'll close these windows off. Hang on, let's get rid of all this. And we'll finish managing our retainer. And there we are. Okay, so now let me get this straight, Pico. We now have a very flash looking bazaar. In fact, looks to me like, I'm just going to have a wander around quickly. Looks to me like we're one of the only ones in here, so we're definitely going to stand out. Look at that, you can see my shop. Look at that, that's mine. I've got an awesome looking shop with a retainer who is selling my very first pair of hempen gloves. And that's it. I can leave now, right? I can walk away from this. Is that right?
Job done. From start to finish, you just took part in the server's economy.
Look at that. Look at that, folks. That's a great way of putting it. And in fact, I think that deserves a big cheer. So we've, again, recapping, you're right, we've gone out with nothing, we've gathered, we've created some thread, we've then created some cloth, we've then used those two to make a pair of awesome gloves, which then we've come to the market wards here, we've set up our own retainer in its own flash store, we've put the gloves on that retainer, and we've set them for a price of $2,000. Now, by the way, Pico, could I literally just go anywhere now? I could log off, I could do anything, and this retainer will always be in this row when people come here and search.
It will, yep. And these stalls are slightly different in that you have to lease them and renew that lease every now and again, but the kind of zombie ones you can see there, they'll stay there for as long as you want.
Whoa, okay, one more question for you, Pico. One more. How do I know?
Yep.
How do I know if somebody has bought anything from Seraphis over there in the background?
The next time you come visit, say after work or something, you go to check your retainer, and instead of gloves being there, it'll be gil, and then you can take out the gil.
Okay, so it's that easy. Alright, so I think to finish this off, show us how we actually exit here. Like, what's the easiest way to get out of these wards? If we've done all of our stuff, we're all set up, and now I want to go out adventuring on a nice big long chocobo ride. How do I do that?
You just run to the end here.
Over here. Oh, right, you're right, there's the crazy invisible wall. Now, this is confusing as well. It says the fronds. What's the fronds?
The fronds is what they've called the area just outside where we were just moments ago.
Alright, well I'm going to click on that.
Yeah, so we choose that, we'll get outside.
Right, it basically takes us out the front again. Very cool.
And before we started today, I decided to make you something special, and I'm going to trade it to you outside if you don't mind.
Whoa, okay. I'm definitely not going to say no to that. Here we are, we're back outside. Where did you go? There you are. Oh, and it's my favourite type of sunset as well. I love this lighting. Have you been naughty? You've made me something.
Well, I knew you were doing a crafting episode, so I thought I'd cook something up.
Oh, man.
Because since you've done such a good job, you deserve a reward.
Oh, do you hear that, folks? Pico said I did a good job. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that one. In fact, that definitely deserves a cheer there. Thank you very much. Accept the trade request. Now, let's not forget, folks, by the way, that it is Pico Man's generosity that pretty much kicked all of this off way back in the day. So it feels like a bit of a full circle if you ask me. Oh, what is this up here? What is this up here? Melded materia, Heaven's Fist. What is this stuff? A steel dish? Oh, you're going to have to explain this.
So this axe actually has a double materia meld in it, and the chance of success in that was only 16%, so pretty much a 1 in 10 chance of it succeeding. So now that it does have those two materia in it, it's very powerful for your level.
Oh my god, this is amazing. So I've actually got myself an amazing weapon. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Let's accept that. What else are you sneaking in there?
There you go.
Replacement hempen half gloves. Oh, you are amazing. Let's go straight to our gear. I'm very excited about this, folks. Oh my lord. Okay, so firstly I'm going to check, let's see, the gloves.
We need to check the required level first.
Okay, hang on.
It might just be slightly short.
Okay, let's have a look. Go here, and now where did it go? Come here. I'm looking for this amazing axe. There it is, steel buddish. Oh, we're just a little bit short. 31.
A little bit of carrot on the end of the stick.
Yeah, it is a carrot on the end of the stick. Oh my lord. Okay, hang on. Let's equip another. Here we go. We'll put this one on here. Hang on, we'll put my other Marauder's arm. There we go. Okay, now let's have a look at this. I'm about 2/3 of the way through level 30, and this one is 31. Seriously, Pico, I can't believe you've given me that. That is amazing. I cannot wait to equip that. Oh my god, that is amazing. I'm going to level to 31 as fast as possible. You won't see me for dust. That is awesome. Thank you so very much. That's really going to be my first amazing weapon that I've ever had on this character. Aren't I lucky, guys? I'm so lucky to be the benefactor of Pico Man's generosity, and in fact, in this episode, you all were. Certainly hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a woe to go, start to finish little tutorial there, all under the tutelage of our resident expert crafter Pico Man here, taking you from gathering all the way through to crafting and ultimately selling it in your own retainer in what I like to call the auction house, which is the market wards there. So honestly, Pico, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. I hope it wasn't too trying for you today.
Nope, that is fine. That's a lot of fun, actually.
It is a lot of fun, isn't it? In fact, I can definitely vouch for that, folks. If you're umming and ahhing about crafting, should I do it? Is it boring? No, it is absolutely not boring. And in fact, right in the middle there, as you know, I was sitting on the edge of my seat. Crafting itself can be quite nerve-wracking. That is amazing. But oh my lord, the feeling of success when you actually make something worth high quality is amazing. And that axe, the one you just traded me, Pico, when you say it has that 16% chance, is that one that you've made yourself?
Yeah, I made it just before we started.
Wow, that is incredible. And that's the other great thing about crafting in this game, folks, is that when you get an item like that, you know how much love and care and time has gone into making it, and it makes it all the more worthwhile, just like it would be in real life, I guess. So there we are. Look, we would love to say thank you very, very much for your time and effort today, mate. I know that it's super late where you are, and you're probably dying to go to bed, and it must be a little bit frustrating trying to teach a noob like me. But again, folks, honestly, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So again, get in here, get in this game, and get crafting, because who knows, you might make a whole bunch of awesome items, and especially a lot of gil if you're lucky. In fact, Pico Man, is that one of your main sources of income?
Gathering and crafting is pretty much all I do, yep.
Wow, there you go. And look, don't tell us, but I know, I've heard rumours around the server that you are Mr. Moneybags. Don't tell us the amount, but is that true?
It's quite a large number, yeah. I won't give it away.
He's so humble. There you go. But you reckon you can attribute all of that to gathering and crafting pretty much?
Yep.
Alright, well look, we're going to let you go. Certainly hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Rewatch it if you need to, but it's fairly simple. Get out there, get crafting, get selling, as well as doing all of your other leave quests, of course, and you too could make yourself lots of money. In the meantime, I need to get out of here as well. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis Strawwin, and the wonderfully generous and talented Pico Man, it's us saying take care. Hope you guys are having a great week wherever you are in the world. Really look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.